Hi everyone, hope you all are safe, healthy and happy. Welcome back to my channel Sada's Green Life. So like you've seen in the title, today's video is dedicated to all my plants. Since the time I did home tour, I have added lot more plants in my home, and I thought it would be nice to take you all through all the plants that I have during monsoons, so you know how plants really thrive during the season. So let's start. On the shoe rack, if you remember in the home tour, we only had this one beauty. Then I bought these two very recently. So all these are basically snake plants, but they are different varieties. So this is slightly darker and this is broader. I don't really know the names of each variety. You get tons and tons of varieties. Some come like really dwarf and some come very tall. These plants are very good if you don't get a lot of light. So this spot, if you see, doesn't get too much light. It's pretty far from the window. So these plants do well here. And yeah, snake plants, like I said in that video, are a thumbs up if you don't want to invest too much time and energy thinking if they will do well or not. They need very little water also, so they do well on their own. So you had seen this spot in the home tour also, and I had said that two of my cats, Teddy and Tia, will destroy the plants, so they will be moved out of here. But luckily, I don't know what happened, they were okay, with them being here. So these guys have stayed back, and both these babies were propagated with cuttings. Like literally, I had these stem cuttings that I had taken, which were thrown away by a gardener in a bank, I think. And I had just taken those small tiny stem cuttings and I had put them in the soil last monsoons this was, and after a year it's grown, and this plant will grow really big. And again, this plant can be kept indoors because it doesn't require much light. So that's that. And even the same with this. These were tiny cuttings, and today this has become like a bushy plant. So a good trick to set up indoor plants in your home is by blending them with such decor items. Now, so this green Buddha looks so much better when these kind of plants are placed around it. So I understand if you're going to start gardening right from the scratch, then it might get a little expensive because you will need gardening tools, you might need such decor items and all. So smart shopping with savings was my trick to set up my garden effortlessly. My favorite destination to shop and save money at the same time is Cash Karo, where you get over 1500 websites like Amazon, Myntra, Ajio. So you don't need 10 different apps for shopping, and also you will earn massive cashbacks and rewards. And you know what? Now is the best time to grab deals because Independence Day sale is going on. So sale, and on top of that, cashback. How amazing is that? If you also shop on these websites or want to save money when you're shopping for clothes, groceries, daily essentials or such decor items, you should definitely check Cash Karo. Use Cash Karo for very level shopping and very level cashback. For every purchase that you make, you will get free money as cashback, and this will be real money which you can get transferred in your bank account directly. I also trust Cash Karo because it is funded by none other than the biggest industrialist, Mr. Ratan Tata. So there are two simple steps to use Cash Karo. Either you go in the description box and download the app from there, or you can go to Play Store and App Store and download Cash Karo. During sign up, if you use code SADA25, you get ₹25 as bonus instantly. Once you've made your account, search for any website and press the orange button and shop as you would normally do. Add the products to your cart and make a transaction. Now when you see my earnings in Cash Karo account, you will see cashback, which you can get transferred in your bank account directly or convert it into Amazon gift vouchers. So use my link in the description box to download Cash Karo and get ₹25 instantly and save money on all your online shopping. Here, this corner, I have not done anything much. It's just this one plant. It's a very common money plant, as you call it. The easiest plant that one can, care for. See the breeze. So in Mumbai, we've been having non-stop rains and such, breeze and everything. It just is beautiful right now. Anyways, this is one easy plant to care for. Very commonly found. You will find it also on the streets and all, like I've said. And you just need cuttings like these, you know. These are called aerial roots. So if you poke these roots in the soil, like if I do this, just put it in the soil, it will make another new plant from here. So how I make my plants bushy is by doing that. Like you've seen, I've put this vine back in the soil. So the moment there is that root holds onto soil, I will cut it from here. So that's one way of making plants bushy. I will do maybe another video explaining properly about the procedure, but this, in short, it is this. And like I said, I don't keep too many plants in the hall because of Teddy Tia. They are a pain. So they sit here on this shelf and they keep destroying the plants. So I keep something which is not very expensive, and you know, I have multiple money plants. So even if they destroy one plant, I'm still okay with it. This corner is nothing much. It's this glass vase and it has water, and these are basically leaves of snake plants that we have seen earlier, another variety of course. So what I had done is, one leaf had broken of this plant, so I put it in water, and now it has this, you know, lovely root system which has happened. Also it has produced a pup. Oh my god, I want to break the pup. So this particular plant, even if you cut this top part and put it in soil or put it in water, it will start making roots. My reason is not to make more plants out of it. I'm just going to keep it in water like this. Another good way of having more plants when you don't want to worry about maintenance is to just put them in water and let them be. Just keep changing water every once a week and they will thrive. Here we have this little ZZ plant. So this plant basically has potato-like bulbs under the soil and they hold a lot of water. So the more you ignore this plant, the better it will be. You know, like you don't need to water it for 15-20 days, and I learned that lesson the hard way. Now I just leave it, I ignore it, and it's pushing out a lot of new growth. If you have any corners in home where the light is not much and all, you can keep ZZ plant. It will not grow much, but it will not die for sure. Here I have these mugs. I have put some cuttings of that money plant that I showed you, and it will just stay well like that in water. Just keep changing the water every week, otherwise you will have mosquitoes problem. This is another spider plant. See the root system, beautiful. There is another one, little, you know, plant here. So this is what I like doing. I also propagate in a way that it can be a part of my home decor. My bedroom, here I have loads of plants. Starts from my dressing table, another ZZ. This is another variety of ZZ. It's called Zenzi. This is a normal one, it's like a dwarf version. So it will never grow tall. This I got very recently. This is called a Raven ZZ. Now why Raven? Because it's black. If you see the leaves, compare the leaves with this, it's entirely black. It looks artificial. Like ZZ is one plant that, you know, it looks so much like an artificial plant, and it also behaves like one, like, because you just have to leave it alone. You don't have to do anything to it, so it behaves like one artificial plant only. Very pretty. I love ZZs. I have lots of ZZs around my home. Again, a glass bowl which has propagations, you know. These are being rooted. They are rooting for me, and once they root, these ones will go in soil. This baby to you met in the home tour. My pride and joy keeps growing. It was touching the floor, so I had to trim it like here, and now again it's pushing out fresh growth. So this is one thing, you know, keep trimming your plants. The more you trim your plants, the more healthier, bushier and happier they will be. That brings me to the point that plants, they cannot feel pain. Now this is again something that I bought very recently. It belongs to Calathea family, and they are considered to be the fussiest plants of all species. If you see, this one is supposed to be extremely fussy. So far so good, not troubling me. Very nice. This is Philodendron Birkin, and again a very recent buy. After my home tour, I've bought these plants. if you see closely, the leaves look like, you know, somebody's painted, and it's like on white, it has those embossed green patterns. So when you touch, it has texture, and when you see, it has that lovely you know, feel that it's been painted. See, this is what I like about nature, you know, it's so abundant. Like, there are so many varieties and each one is different from the other. It's just beautiful. I just can't keep looking at plants the entire day without getting bored. Many people were asking me in my previous home tour video, how do you water them, you know? So what I do is, see, I don't water plants every day. You need not water plants every day. I touch the soil and I see if it is dry. I also touch the leaves and I see if they don't have this bounce, that means they need water. And not all plants that I have go thirsty at the same time. So that is why I can keep you know, taking them to my shower, all the ones that are dry, water them thoroughly, clean their leaves and all when they're under the shower, and bring and put them back. So that doesn't make my surroundings messy. The plants that I have here are not the ones that were there like a month ago. They keep changing. This is Monstera adansonii, again something that I have made with cuttings, and it's become this bushy plant that I love. This is Aglaonema, red colored. I don't know the proper name of it, but again, if you want to add color in your home with plants, this is a very good choice. It again does well in low light conditions, so a good plant to have. This looks like a normal plant, but it is actually called China doll. It gives a tree-like appearance when it matures. You know, like I want to put it in a corner in one room and give that tree kind of effect in my room. This is again very rare plant that I have found on Facebook Marketplace. It was an online purchase and I'm glad it came in good condition. It's called Monstera Peru because it is found originally in Peru. This is again a very recent purchase. So this is a very common Boston fern in lime green color. You get one which is darker green also. When we did home tour, I only had this one plant and all these are my recent purchases. Sorry, I have gone a little crazy. And they are called prayer plants because in the evening as the sun starts to set, they all go like this, you know, the leaves. They all go like that, like, you know, as if they are praying. And it's so beautiful to see them, you know, just go and like they kind of close their leaves, and in the morning as the sun rises, they open up again. They have this velvety leaves. So I love them. They're all different varieties. Look at this. See how beautiful nature is. Like the creations are impeccable. Like they're all like, you know, have that gloss. They're very rare to find. The moment I saw them in a nursery, I just picked all the varieties that I could see in like one go because I know that I might not be able to find them again very soon. This is again taken cuttings from my mother plant of, this is again Aglaonema. Aglaonema is one plant that will come in multiple colors like reds, pinks, whites, greens, greys, not blue, but yeah, a lot of colors. Again, I've put the cuttings in water and they're rooting. Here I have again cuttings of another kind of money plant which is lighter green in color, and they've been in this for almost 3 months now. High time that I put them in soil. So this is another kind of money plant, very rare. This again I made with cuttings. I had one mother plant outside and I wanted to save and make more of it. So I had taken cuttings and I had put them in the soil, and like 1 year, all this is my last year's lockdown Karnama. So last year lockdown I had nothing to do and I was making plants. These are ZZ plants. I said I have a lot of ZZ plants. You know, if you have cats or dogs at home, I would like to mention that you have to be a little careful that, you know, your companion animals do not chew on the leaves of these plants because you don't know which plant is poisonous. ZZ is supposed to be poisonous, and I'm very sure that Sheru, Lela and Cherry, they will not bite on these plants, which is why they are here. Last time when I did home tour, the plants here were something else. Now they have gone outside to get some nice rain water and light, and these were there in that outside section for almost 15-20 days, so they have come inside. So I keep rotating plants so everybody gets good amount of light. This is again something that I had made with cuttings. It's called philodendron. Why am I forgetting names? I know names of almost all plants. I'm forgetting. Anyways, I'll remember the micans. Philodendron micans is the name of this plant, and it's beautiful. The underside is pink and very, very beautiful. Looks better when there is sunlight. Unfortunately now, because of monsoons, we don't have much light. Now this is my green heaven. This is where most of the plants are, and this was inside in the room last time, like I said, here in the window. It's marble queen. It needs a lot of light, otherwise again it will start to go green completely, because green part will make food for the plant, not the white part. So that's why these kind of plants require a lot more light, so that they can compensate, the green can compensate for the white and make food. So that's there. This is again a very recent buy. It's called lipstick pagoda, something like that. This is another plant which is one of my most favorites, because again you can't find this easily anywhere. And I got this entire full pot for not more than 250 rupees. So I was like, oh my god, this is something that I really love a lot. Here I made a shelf to keep few plants. It's got coleus, it's got Aurelia. Here again I have cuttings which are propagating. I need to put them in soil, high time. I want to do this with those cuttings. Like this is again something I have made. The green pothos, I had taken cuttings and I had put them in the soil with the moss pole that I have made, and using gunny bags and PVC pipe that was lying around, and it's growing beautifully. This is again a palm tree which I love. This place, like there is a canopy, and I think somebody did some welding work on top, and it made holes in my canopy, and that worked in a way for me, because the rainwater, not too much but little bit, keeps dripping on these plants, and they just took off. They loved that fresh rainwater falling on them. This was again a very sad story of Epischia. This was a plant that had completely died down. Like I could not see anything but just like two stems like this in the soil during winter. And the moment monsoon started, this plant again just took off, and now it's doing so well. This is a very sad spider plant. I don't know why, but my spider plants never do well. No matter what I do, they are always unhappy. They're like those people, no matter how you're with them, they will always be unhappy. So spider plants are like that. So that one I showed you in the window, the micans, philodendron micans that I've made with cutting, it came from this plant. Plants that have vines and have aerial roots, you can put them on moss pole and help them climb up, or you can put them in hanging basket and let them trail down like this. Both ways they do well. If they climb up, because that is what happens in Amazon rainforest, they climb up on trees and all to get light, they're trying to reach upwards. So if that happens, the leaves and all will become bigger. If they trail down, the leaves will be smaller. That's the only thing. See this plant. This is what I was talking about. This is the same plant that I spoke. It's very rare to find, that round leaves and all. This is the mother plant. See how big the leaves are. Like they're bigger than my palm. So and it's climbing just nothing on the wall, support of the wall, and it's just climbing, and it's giving big, huge, humongous leaves. This is another Philodendron Brazil. Okay, this is another Philodendron, the plain green version, which is just again propagated. These were only cuttings that I had propagated, and now it's growing. So remember I had shown you plants that were in that glass bowls that I had taken cuttings because the mother plant was not sick. So this is that mother plant, and it still has, like if you see this kind of, spots, you all know, please comment and tell me, because I don't know what it is. It just keeps coming back. Like I've cleaned each and every leaf, spent 2-3 hours doing that to save the plant, but after like a couple of weeks it still comes back. New growth doesn't seem to have that kind of problem, but just to be safer side, I took cuttings to make another plant. So again it is climbing up and it's making huge leaves. This is tiny little syngonium. It can be kept inside, but now because rains, I wanted to grow. This is such a small space, and it only had plants on this side, which are basically flowering plants like gardenia, lot of hibiscus plants, because my mother is into flowering plants, jasmines, hibiscus, roses. So all those plants are on this side, because after 2 o'clock we get a lot of light here because it's a west facing balcony. Since I got into plants, what I did now, I need space. What will I do? So I started utilizing this side of the space. So this is somewhere that I can keep plants that do not need lot of light, indirect light, and they're happy. Like there is snake plant, there is another aglaonema. Now this was sold to me again on Facebook saying it's a silver sword. I've been cheated. It's not. I believe it's something else. It's called Biponiferum philodendron. It's not a silver sword. But anyways, it's a nice plant, so I'm keeping it. This is again something I made with cuttings alone. Aglaonema lipstick. See, another sad story of a snake plant. I don't know. It was such a beautiful plant. It's called Moonshine. I will insert a picture. It was so beautiful and it just kept dying. This happens, you know, no matter how good you are into gardening and all, still you will lose out on few plants and you will not even understand what went wrong. So that happens. So don't worry. This is Pothos Manjula. So this is again a very latest buy. I love this plant. See how beautiful and bushy it is. How beautiful, no? So monsoons is a great time. Why I'm doing this video in monsoons is because now if you visit nurseries, you will find really good plants, you know. The same plant that I showed now is this one. This is what I bought last year, but unfortunately this is also getting that kind of, you know, spots. And I thought I might lose this, I don't know. So I bought another one. This one is Pothos Enjoy. I don't know why they call it Enjoy, but that's what the name is. Another variety of money plant, but very slow growing money plant. It has been with me for a year now and it's not grown much. This is a plant that I bought again very recently. I just loved the way it looks. I don't know what the name is. I don't care what the name is because I just liked how it looks and it's got that stiff leaves. Very interesting. I love this plant. Again, I love this so much, especially in the summers. It becomes white and pink. Now because it doesn't get much light, it's looking little greenish. Otherwise white and pink. Can you imagine how beautiful it would look? I don't know what this plant is called, but I would like to call it a torture plant because it's been torturing me since the time it's come. Again, never happy with, no matter, it just keeps losing out stems like this. I keep putting it back into the soil and so again, very sad. This is another snake plant that has been with us for many years now, many years, and it just keeps making babies. This is jade and it's also called as elephant's bush. Again, it's been with us for many years. I've taken cuttings from this and I've made this plant. So great way of making free plants is to take cuttings and put them in the soil and let them grow. Not all cuttings will survive. Like if you see, even some of my cuttings have died. So it's not necessary that if you put 10, all 10 will make it. 5 might make it, or sometimes even 1 might make it. So be prepared and be patient. Okay, now this section has a lot of Hoyas, the wax plants. They are beautiful, you know, and they are very rare to find. I have found Hoyas only on Facebook Marketplace, nowhere else. So they have this stiff leaves, you know, very cardboard like, and they come in different shapes. This has a very sad story because I had rescued and fostered a cat who she wanted to just sneak out and she jumped on the plant and she destroyed a lot of leaves. It's very sad story. This is another Hoya. Look at this. It's called Sweetheart Hoya also, or Hoya Kerrii. Has beautiful heart-shaped leaves. I had a plain green one also which died. This is growing. These are again my propagations. Again, I had a full basket of this with lot of trailing vines and everything. It started dying, so I took cuttings, I put them in this basket and in this basket, and I'm waiting for it to grow now. Let's see. So again, not all cuttings are doing well. Some have died. What to do? Life is such. Yeah, this side, like I said, is all my mother's plants. She has all these hibiscus, different kinds of hibiscus. She's got some roses, she's got some exora. So these are the kinds of plants that my mother likes to keep. I like foliage plants. Like I get attracted to plants that have different kinds of leaves, patterns, and that is what excites me. So my parents' room, and here I don't have much plant. So this is another money plant which is there. Simple, green, bushy, happy. That is one plant, and another plant is this philodendron lemon lime, which again you can put it on a moss pole and help it climb up. I like the way it is falling on this table. The entire home is covered except the bathroom. Now last time when I did home tour, I was very shy to include my bathroom in the tour and show plants. But lot of you all were like, oh my god, such beautiful plants in the bathroom, and also I'm just going to take you around and show the bathroom also once again and talk about the plants that I have here. This is a petunia. Doesn't do well anywhere else in the house, even in the balcony. Gets very depressed, so comes back in my bathroom and is extremely happy. So she's staying here. So is this guy. It's called black syngonium. It just loves being in this pot. This is again a very recent purchase. Very stiff cardboard like leaves. Beautiful plant, small but beautiful, thriving. Kept this bottle just so that if I have to propagate something, I can use it. Another Hoya carnosa. Hoya sunrise, and this has bloomed n number of times for me. This was rotting in soil. I put it in water and now it's got some fresh roots. It's getting roots here also because of the humidity in the bathroom. So I can make more plants out of one. This is Hoya queen, and yeah, this is Hoya australis. It was a very big plant. My rescue cat who destroyed that plant, she also destroyed this plant. She jumped on it, she broke a lot of stems. So whatever I have, I'm just propagating them. This is another Hoya pubicalix. Again, it was rotting in soil, so I put it in water and now it's doing well. It's got this new vine that has come after I put it in water. So you can do this. If you think your plants are dying in soil, immediately remove them from the soil, wash their roots, put them in water. If you feel, you can also trim the roots and put them in water and they will take off again. This is another plant that, there was only cuttings from a mother plant. I put them in water and now it has roots. This is called China money plant. Chinese money plant, not China money plant. And it's pretty, a very recent purchase. I should see how it does. This is another snake plant. So these leaves are actually very big, this big and broad. But this was a baby leaf. I put that baby leaf into the soil just to see if I can make a plant out of it, and it's already got a baby. Like I said, if your plant is dying, uproot it from the soil and put it in water. See, this was dying completely. Its entire root system had become mushy and soft. So I cut it and I put this in water so that just the roots are touching the water, and now it's growing again. These are again some wandering Jews cuttings. Tradescantia is its scientific name. Rooting in water, completely roots. Time to go into the soil, but I like to keep them like this, Same here, money plant with this. Oh my god, can you all count the number of plants I have? Like, please count the number of plants and let me know in the comments below, because I cannot dare to do that. So I really hope you all enjoyed the garden tour and also learned how to save time and earn money while shopping online using my favorite trick. All you need to do is download Cash Karo using the link in description, or download the app directly and use code SADA25. Use Cash Karo because it's always very level. That is all for today. I shall see you soon in my next one. Until then, stay safe, feel good and be blessed. Okay, bye.
On the occasion of Friendship's Day, meet my first and best friend, my mama. Someone I cannot imagine my life without, who boosts my confidence when I feel low, who keeps me grounded when I fly high,